And welcome to Flexible Games, where we are kicking off a new series with Cities Skylines. Now, it has been quite some time since I've played this game last, and since I've played it last, we've had a few DLCs come out. And I have purchased the After Dark and the Natural Disasters DLC. After Dark I got during one of the sales, and the Natural Disasters DLC just came out last month. And I picked that up for this series, so I wanted to kind of rain some terror down on my city. So I haven't played this game in some time, like I said. So a lot has changed, and there'll be a lot more management involved. And as such, I want to start a new game. Now, if we go to the content manager, this gives us all the stuff that I added. We've got some assets that I've added over time. These are pretty benign. There's a few that might cause an error or two, but I've got a few assets in here that make city management a little bit easier to manage. And as such, let's see here. We've got that big. Let's see, where was it? I know it was up here somewhere. It was a big garbage truck. That's one of them. And there's a vehicle. There's a super garbage truck. Yeah. So we've got bigger garbage trucks, other types of trucks, a few other assets here and there. Some stuff that I put together myself way back in the day to make, running a city, managing a city a little bit easier, like a large university, larger elementary school, stuff like that. So you don't need so many of a building, because before I was playing and I just need so many of a certain building. So the mods that I've got, the Chirpy Exterminator, that gets rid of the little chirpy tweeter thing, changing the color of polluted ground, additional keyboardings. I don't really use that one all that much. All areas purchasable. That makes it so I can purchase all the 25 extra areas instead of just 9. It allows me to kind of expand my city. Configurable citizen aging. I don't know if I've changed that at all. Persistent resource view. That's just a helpful mod. Terraform tool. That's pretty nice. Control building level up. I'll show you that in the game. The precision engineering, also very useful. Unlock all. I might want to disable this. No, I'll leave it enabled. I want to be able to build everything and show everything off. And let's see, employment details extension. That's very useful. Pedestrian crossings, enhanced building capacity. It just allows a little bit more people to be living in a high rise than normal. Infinite oil and ore. That's something I do just as a test, although I don't really rely on it very much at all. Advanced vehicle options. This is a very handy mod that I'll show off in the game. And the Traffic Manager President Edition, combined with network extensions. These two mods are quintessential. These are essential mods. So let's go to new game, and we are going to use. Let's start with buildable area. And go to, see, Grand River has no oil, but Two Rivers has a little bit of everything. Not that we really need it, but it's nice to have. And suitable building area, pretty good. No ship connections. Okay. How about some of the ones that I've actually made myself? Because I know I've got a couple in here that I made myself, and this might be a little bit crazy. I know Canyon Springs is a pretty good map, but let's just go with a vanilla map for now, and maybe if we want to kick off something, we can choose a custom map. But I will let this load, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back, ready to go. The game is loaded in just fine. We had one error, but I think that's a mod that we won't actually be using a whole bunch of. So here is the landmass that we have available to us, and here's the highway connection that we have to use. Now, we're going to be able to, buy out neighboring plots. We're going to be able to buy quite a few of them. So I'm not worried about really where we're connected and how we're connected, because we'll be able to redo a lot of that later on. But for now, we are going to set this up. We need to get a city that's profitable and growing in order to really utilize a lot of this. So I'm going to first look at natural resources. So we've got a little bit of fertile land over here, some forest, but not too much. We got a lot of oil up in here and over there, and a little bit of ore right over here. So we're not going to worry about ore and resources in this early stage. So I want to extend this out. Now, the network extensions mods adds a ton more road types and stuff. So if we go through, we can look at all these different road types. We got one ways, we got 4 lanes with a median and a turning lane and a bus taxi lane. So there's a ton more options in here for us. Look at that 8-lane road, beautiful. We have highways, 4-lane highway, all the way up to a 6-lane highway, crazy. And these are just the intersections, bus lane roads and pedestrian roads allow you to build, pedestrian walkways, which is really, really nice. So for now, we are going to try to keep up. This is a 3-lane one-way. And so we're going to drag this out. You can see that 180 right there. That is the precision engineering mod. That allows you to snap to 90 degrees all the way around, or you can hold down control and get, a wide range. So we're gonna extend this out a little ways, and then we're gonna just bring this back. I wish there was, there was a way. I'm gonna drag this out this way for now, and then we are gonna set build crossing, upgrade road. I want to set there used to be a mod that allowed you to change the direction, although I think it's been depreciated since, so we're just gonna have to do it like that. Now we're gonna try to build a bigger road, and I want a 6-lane road. This is 6-lane with bicycle. This is 6-lane with decorative trees. This is going to be like a main road here. And I want to put it right smack in the middle. And we are going to build this out as best we can here. Straight out from here. This is going to be kind of our main road in our city, or at least this part of the city. So I want to go back to my one-ways. So we have one way that way and one way this way. Now we have a connection. Now it's time to get some serious roads going here. We want 4-lane with turning lane, and we want to bring down a main branch right down through here. So that's a main trunk line all the way through. Beautiful. And we're going to edit these a little bit on our own. here's the traffic manager president edition right there. So we're going to edit those on our own, but eventually we're going to want some more roads in here. So let's set up some branch lines. I want to look at wind. Don't really know what direction the wind is. I don't think there is any direction, so we don't have to worry about wind pollution. We just need to separate industry from residential as much as possible. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to center industry like up here and then center residential way down here. And as such, let's get a regular road going around here. And I'm not going to put it all the way to the end. I'm just going to put a line like that. How much was that? 28U? Right on like that. So that'll be, since it's a dead end, that'll be a little zone for, you know, some houses to go in there. Now I want to space this out. 1, 2, 3 here. See the lines, how they match up like that? There's a big rock right there. I had no idea that was even a thing. And I want to do the 28U again. And see, this tells us where that line right there, that tells me that is the edge that I can go to. That gives me a perfect distribution. So right up to 28U. Right up to there. So kind of repeat this process a few times. 1, 2, 3. Once you have the pattern, it's pretty easy to continue it. Once you know the values and stuff that you want to get to. Okay, we have a few residential blocks here. And now we want to create a industry area. An industrial area, I want a little bit more, a small 4-lane road, asymmetrical road, or basic road with turning lane. I'm thinking a turning lane would probably be wise here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 out like that, and let's continue that 28U just to keep ourselves in line. We're gonna come this way with it this time. This will be industrial areas over here. Now, as you can see, we're not making any money yet. We're not even off pause yet. So I want to set up at least stubs. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So there's a stub, there's a stub. I want to create little stubs in order to prevent buildings from growing. Once I zone it, I want to prevent buildings from growing there. And I used the wrong road type, so I'm going to try to do that. Okay, so straight road. So 1, 2, 3 right there. Because I want either extra residential, extra commercial, or extra industrial. And if I zone both sides of this road all the way down, we will have to be bulldozing buildings in order to do that. And I really don't want to do that. I really don't like bulldozing buildings. So we're not exactly even here, which is unfortunate, but you know, we're gonna have to make do. So obviously this is not 100% of what I want. Might as well just finish it out like so, because I need to destroy 2 segments here. So I'm going to destroy this one and this one, and then this one and this one. And then replace them with... Oh, what did I do? Wrong road type. There we go. That way there's a little bit of a gap right here. You don't want to... If I put those roads... If I put these all the way across and all the way down here, that would be a lot of intersections on this road. And I want to try to eliminate as many intersections as I can while keeping traffic flowing. So now that we have a bunch of area to zone and very little money, we are going to try to zone here. And as such, I missed a segment right up to the edge there. Let's make sure we're good to go on the rest of these. It looks like we are. So we have a bunch of residential that we need to put in. So let's see. I want to use this section here and just start zoning it in. Okay, now we're going to take it off pause, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it right up to there. Right up to there. I'm not going to zone this back end here. I'm just going to zone right up to all of this. I'm going to leave those with 3 spaces. I am going to zone the back end over here, though. Now, eventually, we're probably going to have to destroy some stuff. I mean, that's kind of a given. But for now, I think we can get away with this. Now, we need water and power, so let's get some water pumps. Watch the direction. Watch the direction of your arrows. This will tell you if pollution gets in the water, which direction it flows in, as well as which direction it's coming from. So if we put a water pump right back in here, we're going to need a little bit of power as well. So let's put a little bit of power right in there. And the power, the darker the coloration, the more wind you're going to get, the more power you're going to generate. So just be aware of that fact. So having this close like that allows the power to combine. And now I need to set this up so it is good to go. Like that. Now let's set this up. Should see some overlap, as long as a little overlap is not a bad thing. Just make sure that it's covered. Okay. We have water, we have power. Now we need to deal with pollution. And pollution, you don't want your pollution dumping in anywhere close to where you're pulling water in. So we're going to go on the other side of the map here, and we are going to set up the pollution water drain pipe here. And we're going to set this up with a little bit of its own power. And then we're going to have to connect it to the pipes. You can see the pipes have 2 sides. One side is water and one side is sewer. So you just connect it up. I want to keep these at 180. And then connect this up just like this. Perfect. Now we can dump sewer. And as such, your water pollution will start going up. Since this is a polluter, your pollution will start going up, but it'll go downstream. All these arrows tell you it's going to go downstream. So we have our first citizens, and now we're going to have to work on other things. So that will do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.